The other pyramids seemed to match the group's current height. Zayak closed his eyes and felt his heart pound. He knew if he stumbled now, the fall would end everything. I can't take it anymore, guys. Let's try teleporting. Closing his eyes, Simone imagined suddenly being at the top of the pyramid. He concentrated hard. Watching Isaac joined with him in the thought, I'm with you on that, mate. Maybe if we combine together we can do it. Back at the throne, the pharaoh had his legs crossed and propped against an armrest. Clarus watched with his magical crystal ball. The group's travel was like a television program to him, except he knew he could influence the energy around the pyramid. Clarus spoke to himself. So, Simone thinks he can use a shortcut. How about I reroute you two back to the bottom as punishment? Clarus closed his eyes and tried to influence the two men's progress. Zayak felt tingles down his back. Something isn't right about this, he muttered. Laughing as Clarus manipulated Isaac and Simone's energy, he transported them back to the base of the pyramid. The two men slid in sand on their bottoms. Zayak, who'd never joined in on the two's efforts, remained halfway up the pyramid alone. Opening his eyes, Simone looked around. Darn it all! I can't believe this happened! He yelled, flipping his arms and kicking sand this way and that. He behaved as a child who didn't get their way on the playground. No use wasting energy, mate, Isaac sighed as he took a seat on a step. I vote we take a short break, lad. Collapsing in the sand, Simone wheezed, exhausted. I give up. You win, pyramid. Still attached to the side of the pyramid, Zayak spot-checked for his two friends. I'm all by myself. Fear ruled through his body. He shouted, Simone, Isaac, are you at the top? Zayak stretched his neck to try to view the summit. Hearing Zayak, Isaac replied, No, mate, we be at the bottom. Wait for us. Zayak leered downward and sighed. Great, my arms are stiff enough clinging to the side here, he shouted back at Isaac. Darn it, I'll try, Zayak heard him echo. Rest on a step till we get there. Zayak shimmied around so that he could sit on the sandstone block of the step in which he clung. Meanwhile, Simone, exhausted himself in the sand, laid there and panted. I need water. Water! His lips puckered. Out of the blue, a cloud started to form right above his head. The gray cloud started to rain on his face. The cloud was the size of a basketball, and just as fluffy as a natural cloud. It hovered a few feet above Simone. Leaning his head back, Simone opened his mouth wide. He didn't care, after all, the hard sweat and tears. This felt wonderful. Ah, yeah, pour into my mouth. Clarus watched with amusement. Time to change it up, little cloud. The cloud became dark gray in color as little lightning bolts began to shoot out. Miniature thunder was heard, and rain flooded Simone's face. It felt great to Simone until he spotted the miniature bolts. His eyes widened, and he tumbled forward, commanding. You can disperse now. I'm all happy. He bolted from the tiny storm up the pyramid next to Isaac. You see that? I wanted water, not a storm. Aye, that I did, lad. I guess you'd be ready to try again, Isaac said, exhausted. Clarus laughed as he watched the men through the crystal. He caused the little storm to chase Simone up the pyramid a few steps. I can't make this stop, Simone shouted as he fled Isaac. The storm was right behind him. Simone ran from the storm as if it was a huge wasp. Careful what you wish for, mate, though I don't mind the shower. Isaac watched the storm cloud give Simone a little static shock to his rear before it vanished. Isaac busted out in a riot. I think I get it now, mate. We be hexed. Ouch! Simone rubbed his bum. Hexed? You think it's Clarus? That I do, mate. Let's ignore him and be on our way. The two men pressed on. Hours had passed before they eventually closed in on Zayak. Blood, sweat, and tears were in the men's face and hands as they climbed the remaining steps to Zayak. Let's rest, grunted Simone. I second that, mate. Exhausted Isaac balanced himself horizontally on a step with his feet propped up. Zayak had recovered from his weight, but he too felt thirsty. "It feels so dry up here, and the air feels so much thinner," he groaned. "I just want to race our way to the top after you two have rested." "Aye, I'm with you on that, lad. I'm done with their pranks. Wish I had a glass of water right now," he moaned. "Careful what you wish for," joked Simone as he rested on a few steps. A glass appeared right between Isaac and Zayak. Zayak's eyes grew wide. "I want—" The glass of water was clear and looked to contain fresh water. "You're the one who— Well, I want one." Seeing the glass appear, Simone yelped as he reached for the glass. "Share it with me," Zayak begged. "Hands off, mate," demanded Isaac as he slapped Simone's hand. "Let Zayak have the first sip, then me. You know, young and elderly first." "All right, you better take it, Zayak." Thank you, thank you." Zayak took the glass in his hands and had a sip. Somewhere out there it was obvious that Clarice had felt guilty enough to take it easy on the crew. For Simone it was grueling to watch everyone take gulp after gulp. Everything seemed to go in slow motion. Simone was in agony of waiting. Finally the wait came to an end. Give me," begged Simone to Isaac. "Don't get your knickers in a knot, mate. You might end up choking on it." Zayak smiled as he listened. "Ah, thank you so much." Simone savored the last 4 gulps and felt better. "I think I rested enough. I'm ready to try again." "Aye, the sooner we're out of here the better." "I agree," commented Zayak. Isaac slowly rose to his feet. Pain ripped through his back. "I think I'm old before my time, lads," he said as he clenched his back. "You don't look very old, Isaac. How old are you?" Simone questioned. Zayak felt himself feeling sorry for poor Isaac. 38, and that be around the point most people pass away in my time period, grieved Isaac. "That's not very old. Where I came from, that's the height of your life." "Well, so I hear," pondered Simone. "Wow," gasped Zayak. "We live to be 60 Wrath years on our planet and time period. The time I came from, people are living to their 90s or 100s, explained Simone. "Wow, that's some future to look forward to, lads," speculated Isaac. Zayak turned around and started treading up the next stone step. "Come on, guys, we can finish climbing. We can make it to the top if we just keep trying." "I feel great now. Let's accomplish this task. High five, guys," Simone cheered as he raised his hand up high. Looking confused, Isaac raised his hand up in a salute like Simone. "High five." "No, Isaac, you're supposed to clap my hand and say it. You need to be more specific, lad." At that he clapped Simone's hand and started walking forward. Zayak climbed to the next few steps, then rolled his eyes. Zayak paused for a few moments, waiting on the other men to join him. "Wait up, Zayak. Want a high five? You can give me one when we made it to the top," Zayak joked as the men climbed higher. Laughing, Simone, seeing they wasn't too far, re-energized, Simone sped his way beside Zayak. "Come on, we're almost there. If you boys want to rush, you can. I'm going at me own pace." Isaac waved the two on. Zayak felt a burst of extra energy all of a sudden. He paced himself beside Simone. Energy filled Isaac. He soon quickened his step beside the others. "I take that back, lads. I'm starting to feel great now." "That's great, old man," joked Simone as he picked up the pace. "Almost there. Old man, I'll show you what an old man can do," Isaac challenged as he ran past Simone. Zayak smiled. "You're on. Race you to the top. Just 5 more steps." "You're on," Simone shouted as the 3 duked it out for the top. Zayak braced himself as he rushed as fast as he could. He breathed hard as he made it to the second to the last step. Bolting with what energy he had left, Simone heaved his way to the top, collapsing on the ground. "We did it! We made it to the top!" Simone cheered. Zayak followed right behind in second place. "We did, lads," rasped Isaac as he too collapsed at the top in third place. Zayak crawled right next to Simone and fell back. His back was against the stone wheel with the eye carved into it. Zayak caught his breath. "Now we just need to push this stone barricade aside and we'll be out of the other side at last." Zayak celebrated. Yeah, let's move this stone. I'm so sick of this place. Boosting himself off the ground, Simone leered at the stone barricade. Wow, this thing looks weird. Look at that eyeball. It almost seems alive. The eye seemed as if it blinked and watched everything in the land. Zayak didn't want to think about the eye carving. He just wanted to shove it aside. Staggering to his feet, Isaac strolled over to Simone. If we work together, we'll get this wheel moved and be out of here. Zayak walked to the left side of the wheel and placed his palms against it. I'm ready. Yeah, let's do it, guys. Simone braced himself behind the rolling stone next to Zayak, followed by Isaac. 1, 2, 3, push! Simone strained with all his might. Isaac grunted as he dug his heels into the ground and shoved with his shoulder. They heard the stones grinding when it took off spinning. The momentum the crew had started forced the boulder to roll straight off the pyramid. A huge boom echoed through the land. Oops, don't know how that'll get back up here, and I don't care, Simone cackled. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's get out of this place. Eagerly, Simone stepped through the doorway, followed by his friends. Suspense was in the air as their eyes adjusted to a whole new level of experience.